Cancer, I'm Maria at Indigo Earth. I am here to do a general reading for you, our water signs Cancer. So good to have you here. Thanks for tuning into the channel. Let's welcome in your cross watchers as well. Cross watchers, feel free to swap around the characters as need be throughout the reading. Anytime that you come across this reading and you were drawn into it was a time that you were meant to listen to it. Messages coming through for you, Cancer, should reflect some aspect of your current situation. Doesn't have to reflect the whole thing, but some aspects, as well as and or an inner knowing. So take what fits. If it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. It just means that the reading might be meant for somebody else this week. But for those of you that this does resonate with, I will have an extended at the end of this video. I'm going to dive deeper into the messages coming through by exploring the zodiac signs that come up in your reading. And those zodiac signs can be about intimate connections, and partnerships. That includes children, parents, significant other, just those who are very close to you, as well as and or background players. So friends, family, extended family, blended family, cousins, distant cousins, social media friends, associates, colleagues, work associates, anybody that kind of influences your energy field. And even if you don't know what their zodiac sign is, you'll recognize the energies as I read through that specific zodiac sign in the extended. So let's keep that in the back of your mind as we move forward. And let's get ready to get started on your reading. This is for Cancer. The moon, mystery, our feelers. This is for Cancers. Moon, sun, and rising. This is for Cancer. Moon, sun, and rising. It's for Cancer. Moon, sun, and rising. It's for Cancer. Moon, sun, and rising. Messages for those watching, please. Time. All right, this is for Cancer, moon, sun, and rising. All right, here we go. So, Cancer, overall energetic theme for the reading is the Queen of Wands, fire energy coming in, ready to make something happen. Creative planning, creative processing. This is a very enigmatic energy, like very influential energy. Life force, vitality coming through. So let's see what your current energy is. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius energy coming in. So that's fire energy. Getting things moving. Getting things to evolve. Processing through. Let's see what your situation is. We have the Eight of Swords. So could be feeling maybe a little bit of a holdup or limited. Some of you could be feeling like you're backed up into a corner, can't figure your way out of this, or out of something. You want something to move forward. You want something to change. Get out of the way. Cycle itself out. Let's see what the challenge is in this situation. We have the Two of Pentacles. So this could be about challenge or opportunity. Take this how this fits for you. This is where you are using your intuition and your inner knowing. Sorry about that. All right. This is where you're using your intuition and your inner knowing to use discernment, to make a choice, to weigh out your options, so to speak. So that could be an opportunity or it could be a challenge, depending on the situation. or the circumstances surrounding this. So what is life working on with you right now? We have the King of Swords. Being able to make a judgment call and seeing something clearly, standing in the truth of it. Understanding its true nature, its true origin. So let's see what you've mastered through this situation, what you've kind of figured out. We have the Magician. So that's Gemini and Virgo energy, Mercury, maybe analyzing, putting the pieces of the puzzle together, researching, detective work, trying to solve the problem, trying to solve whatever this is. So let's see what the opportunity is coming in next 0 to 3 months for you. We have Judgment. So this could be coming back around again for review, or there could be like an epiphany, a breakthrough, like an aha moment. So when this comes through, what are your strengths in this situation? Your strength is strength. Courage, boldness, making something happen, breakthrough. What is the outside influences here? We have the Page of Swords. So somebody could be observing how you work through this process, or somebody could be observing how you are handling things, or kind of watching you, or maybe you feel like, you know, if this is job related, like there's a performance issue here. And what are the next steps coming in? We have the Three of Swords. So getting relief, maybe having a difficult conversation, or you know, maybe working through some difficult feelings with somebody or through a situation. So what is the overall picture here? Like what is this really all about? What is this situation really bringing to your attention? We have the Ace of Swords, authenticity, standing in your authenticity, your truth, whatever that is for you. So how's this all going to play out? We have the Queen of Cups. I think that you are going to gain a lot of knowledge and wisdom. There's going to be some patience learned along the way here. I think this is going to open you up more. You're going to have maybe some empathy for, you know, whatever this situation is, or the people involved in it, some clarity, some understanding. That doesn't mean you absorb the energies or just let things off the hook. It just means that you see it in a way that's more like, not feeling sorry for, but feeling like a child. You know, you still love the child even though they're learning and they're bumping into things and they're learning how to walk. You kind of let them do their own thing to figure it out. So there's definitely a situation here that needs a different look or a different aspect added to it. Right now you're feeling kind of like you're limited, or maybe you're being buried, or maybe you're being restricted, and you're trying to figure a way through this, a way out of it. And it looks like the way out of it is to stand in your own truth. That the power is within you. And it looks like you are going to figure some things out. But there's definitely some sort of decision or crossroads or some sort of conclusion, or, you know, I don't know if it's choosing between the lesser of two evils. We'll see as we go on here. But, you know, there's duality here. There's kind of seems to be like there's a right way and there's a wrong way in this situation. There's one way to go this way and another way to go that way. So let's figure this out. Let's find out what this situation is for you. So we got the Four of Cups covering the Eight of Swords. And we have the Four of Swords. You got two fours here. So something's kind of like grounded in its own spot. I think that you're seeing there's only one way through this. And I think you're working very hard. I think you're very focused on this one, like this one aspect of like what's going either on with you or what's keeping you in a situation where you just don't feel like you want to be there anymore, or what's like pressing you, so to speak. I think you're really super focused on this. Either you only see one way through this, or you are just really like stuck on a certain outcome or a certain way to go about this. When you got the Four of Swords in here too, it's like, because usually the Four of Swords is about healing, it's about respite, it's about you know, taking a break, and that might need to be what this is about. Like sometimes when you get out of a situation and you leave it for a while, you can look at it in a different direction or from a different viewpoint, or sometimes when you just kind of like leave something alone, the answers start coming to you or start coming towards you. But I don't know that you feel like you're sandwiched in between two eights here. And 8 is about advancement, wanting to get things moving forward. The issue here is that you've got two fours stuck in the middle. So something is like, this is where it's going, this is the procedure to take, this is, you know, where it belongs, and there's just this one way of doing it. And I don't know that that's the answer here when you got the Queen of Wands over here. This seems very linear in thought process. And it kind of seems like, I don't know if there's, you know, I'm assuming there's other players involved in this, but it kind of seems like some sort of something got dumped in your lap or dumped on you. But you're definitely wanting to improve on a situation. So let's see what the Two of Cups is here. This could be your challenge or your opportunity. So this change or this evolvement or this turn of events or this turning of the tables could involve a couple people, could involve two players. We got Justice. We got the Page of Wands. And we got the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody here is very focused on their own individuality, their own ideas, their own ways of doing things. You got the Page of Wands in here, which is like there's a directive given. There's some sort of directive. And you got Justice. So it's kind of like wanting to do the right thing. Wanting to do the right thing in a situation that may involve two people or more. It kind of looks to me like the tables have turned here in some form, some way. And if that's not the case, it kind of looks like things are moving forward. There is evolvement here, but there's seems to be an inequitable distribution. Like somebody wants to do the right thing, but they could be only thinking of themselves or what the right thing means to them. Something that they're very passionate about, something that's very meaningful to them. Somebody may have felt like there was an injustice done here as well. So it can go either way. Or it feels like there was an injustice done to them. and might be trying to figure out another way to like get around this injustice or figure out how to remove or evolve or turn the tables on this. So let's see what the King of Swords is. Because this is like analyzing it, picking it apart, taking the whole and breaking it into pieces, which is much like tarot, right? Taking the whole, breaking into pieces, and putting things in different, you know, in different fixed elements. So clarify what the King of Swords is here. This is what life is like trying to work on with you. This could be standing in your own truth. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So this could be a new concept or a new way of figuring this out. We have the Page of Cups. Lighten up. And we have the Ace of Cups. I think you're trying to figure out the truth of a situation. I think you're having to remove the emotional aspect of it and to really like break this down. I think this might be a new way of like dealing with things. I also think it's gonna like maybe open you up more to more opportunities or more ideas or more ideologies or more higher ideals, higher thought processes, something that's more kind of out there, right? It's not like right in front of your face. It's something that's kind of like out there. And you know, this might create a new beginning in love for you, or a new, you know, might bring in a different relationship or a new relationship. I don't know if this is a relationship that's just going through some kind of legal process right now or some kind of, but it looks like, you know, things are turning in your favor when you kind of remove yourself from the situation and stand in your truth. This may be something new to you, because you got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Like this is a new concept, a new way of doing things, a new way of opening yourself up to something. So let's see what the Magician is down here, because you kind of mastered this. So we have the Magician, we have the King of Wands, we have the Hermit, and we have the Six of Swords. I think you may have had to take a look inside of maybe some of the ways that you have influenced this situation. Maybe, you know, some areas that you didn't show up like you were supposed to in this situation, or maybe had taken the easy way out, or maybe, you know, tried to find some sort of manipulation, not manipulation covertly, but maybe, you know, sometimes when you run away from your problems, that's a form of manipulation, because you don't want to deal with it head on. Who do I have showing up here so far? I have Scorpio showing up here. I have Libra showing up here. I have Capricorn and Aquarius showing up here. I've got Virgo. Fire signs seem to be pretty heavy. Gemini and Virgo again. Leo. For some of you, you may have been manipulating a situation by hiding away from somebody, or just not dealing with it, like just leaving, ghosting, or you may have been ghosted in a situation. It was a way to like control it. When the Magician comes up, it's like you know exactly what you're doing. And this is something you've mastered. So you've either mastered dealing with it, being ghosted, or you did this. You just didn't want the confrontation. Didn't want to deal with the aftermath. Remember, swap around the characters as need be. So what is this epiphany coming in? This is a review. So maybe something's coming back around for you that maybe you kind of snuck away from. Trying to be slick. That maybe you snuck away from, and now it's coming back around to be contended with. Because what life is working on with you is allowing you to open up, because this will be a new beginning for you to be able to, you know, face the truth here. Because you got the King of Swords, the judge and the jury, right? To be able to face the truth. Maybe make some of your own revelations. So let's see what judgment is, what this opportunity is heading your way. We have the Hermit again. So some soul searching is going on. The opportunity for some soul searching is going on. This could maybe have been a way of an idea that you felt like you were being trapped. And you only saw it one way. Yep, has to do with the relationship. Two of Cups. And the Six of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. So there needs to be some sort of truth here, some sort of reciprocity. This is coming back around again to balance out the scales. You got Libra here, you got the Six of Pentacles. Somebody had a one-way viewpoint. Could have been you, could have been the other person. And they felt entrapped by it. Like that's where they were. They're not budging from it. There's an opportunity coming in here for you to stand in, to be able to review it, to look at the relationships, to kind of maybe gain a new awareness, to do some soul searching on here, so that the truth is that maybe there may have been some things off balance. Maybe someone had been selfish. Maybe somebody wasn't like thinking of the other person. Maybe somebody wasn't, you know, maybe somebody had their own interests, right? You got the King of Wands and the King of Wands here. You know, that's drama, can be drama. It can be selfishness, greed, jealousy, revenge. I mean, it can be a lot of things. It's a lot of fire energy. So let's see what strength is. This is your assets in the situation. Finding courage and strength, confidence, we have the Devil, fear to be seen, or maybe fear to be wrong. We have the Page of Wands. This is about taking a new action. That one wants to come out, so we're going to take it. We have the High Priestess. I think you know that a new direction needs to be taken. I think here there's a fear of being exposed. I think there might be a fear of being found out. I think there might be a fear of exposure. Whether this is you or the other person. But somehow the scales need to be tipped back. So there might need to be some sort of new new path taken here. One that's never been done before. And it's really about standing in the truth of something or seeing the truth of something, even if it's from somebody else's point of view. Because right here, one of your assets is you kind of know. You kind of know. So let's see what the Page of Swords is, because this is the outside influence. You got the Page of Swords with the Knight of Wands. And again, Page of Swords is about truth. So taking action on some sort of truth, or somebody took some action on some sort of truth, or somebody took some action on somebody who felt powerless, took some action towards you on some sort of truth. They've been watching, or they watched. We have Strength. Again, could be a Leo. But I think somebody felt powerless in a situation. And somehow they found the courage to either take action towards, you know, bringing out some sort of, there could have been a message, there could have been some form of communication, something that had to do with a message or communication. I think that this is a very, like, touchy situation as well. That's going to take a lot of courage and a lot of strength and a lot of inner resolve to have to work through this outside influences. I think it's on both parts. Because right now, the next steps after that is really working through and having some hard conversations about the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. So let's find out what this is. Give us some clarity on that. See, it's making me nervous. My hands are like... Blah, blah, blah. So clarify what the Ace of Swords is for the next steps. So there might have to be some truth about some outside influences. I mean, you had a decision. This person's at a decision. Either you are, this person is, they have to face the fears. Like, you're going to face the fears and you're going to tell the truth, which is going to be hard for both parties. You may feel like that's going to be an ending to something. But the reason this is coming out is because it needs to be cleared out. There needs to be a completion here. There's going to be some difficult conversations to go through here. But you got 2 threes, 3 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. So, you know, there's finding creativity in here some way to be able to have a difficult conversation. Maybe finding some aspects of the situation that not make fun of it, but make, you know, like, maybe looking at some of the mistakes you made, not that you're laughing at it, but you're kind of like, boy, I was really scared about, you know, letting this go or letting that go or saying this or saying that. It really scared me. Finding maybe some more creative ways to kind of lighten it up a little bit, but there's been some outside influences on this relationship. I don't know if it was you or the other person. That's not coming up clear. All I know what's coming up with you is you were seeing things on a one-way street. And so somebody took action here. And now it's time to come through with, to be able to balance out wherever there was imbalance in this connection. There may have been some jealousy. There may have been some selfishness. And so it's really, you know, somebody here was like really only thinking of their own needs. It's kind of looking like that might have been you. So now there's an opportunity to kind of like bring this to the forefront, because, you know, you got the Devil with Strength. When you got the Devil with the Strength, that's that's trickery, trying to overpower by being manipulative and not telling the truth. Because deep down inside, I think you know what the truth is. So it's coming back for you to go ahead. You got the Ace of Swords here twice. One in the opportunity that's heading your way, and one in what this big picture is all about. So let's get one more on the Ace of Swords. Because in the long run, this is really going to open you up to more possibilities. It's going to give you some clarity of understanding, maybe even opening up some doors for empathy. It's going to give you knowledge. It's going to give you wisdom. And it's just going to provide a sense of where you're not feeling like this all the time, trapped, you know? It's going to open things up for you. It's going to release, so to speak. Ace of Swords, yep, Page of Cups. It's going to start opening things up. It's actually going to lighten the load. It's going to lighten the load. And it's going to evolve things forward for you. Give me one more on that, please. You got the Queen of Cups twice. So maybe some amends need to be made. You know, maybe you either need to make amends or somebody is going to come in and make amends to you. But it's definitely going to, Queen of Cups, like, you know, loving, caring, nurturing. It's just going to open up to a different world here and get things where you're not feeling like you're enslaved. And I think this is also going to pull more on your imaginative and intuitive and creative side, because you're going to be learning about how your intuition is working with you, your gut instincts, and how to pay attention to that and how to really draw on it. Because that's your key out of here. And it's going to take some courage, and it's going to take facing your fears. But it's also going to balance the scales. It's also going to balance the scales, and it's also balance things out for you and balance things out in your life. So let's see who's coming in here. We've got Capricorn energy. We've got Virgo and Gemini. We have Libra showing up. We have Sagittarius showing up. We have Scorpio showing up. We have Virgo. We have Leo again. We have Cancer, Pisces. I think that's it. Looks like that's it. So I'm going to go, in the extended, I'm going to go through those zodiac signs. We'll get some more information on that. And for those of you not going on, let's get some divine guidance here for you. This is from the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle deck by Judy Hall. So let's get a crystal for you, something you can tangibly touch and work with the energies. I think that's appetite. A-P-A-T-I-T-E. Sounds like appetite to me. It's number 19. So if you start seeing number 19s, that's a sign for you. This is about acceptance. Appetite works at the interface between consciousness and matter to let go of what is outworn in your life. Your self-understanding is to clear away confusion or guilt, accept the truth about yourself. You are a complex being with credits and deficits. Recognize these without judgment. Move away from aloofness or social alienation and show others who you truly are. You have much to offer by the way of service as you access insights for the collective good. Be inspired. Discern truth within. Recognize what is real in your world and restructure your reality. Don't be deceived by false fronts. See what is beneath. Develop your metaphysical perception. Things will improve steadily. Understand that circumstances are merely learning opportunities. It is time to be of service to others. Teach what you know. Your soul path right now is discerning the truth within. Boy, could that not be more on target for this reading, right? So here's the stone. It's really pretty. And it's Apatite. I'm pretty sure I chopped up the name of it, but it's about acceptance. So for those of you going on, the link to the extended is in the description box below. Until next time, Cancer, may the peace that passes all understanding embrace the essence of your being. Bye-bye.